Your engine's reliability and performance mostly depend on proper maintenance. Thus, a little practice becomes important in order to learn the most common operations. Sudden overheating signaled by the emergency lamp and lack of water output from the exhaust are the classic symptoms of wear and tear on the impeller, which must then be checked and eventually substituted. Do not stop the engine immediately, but allow it to run on idle for a moment to avoid temperature shock and possible damage to the motor's base or head. Once the engine is off, close the water intake to avoid seawater re-entry into the circuit. Prepare replacement parts, tools, and protective gloves. The exchanger cools the sweet water in the closed circuit by using the seawater, which circulates thanks to the pump. Loosen carefully without losing any screws and remove the pump cover, allowing the remaining water in the circuit to escape. The replacement of the impeller is quite tedious work. Applying lever with one or more screwdrivers, extract the impeller and check it thoroughly. Conceived and constructed to work long terms, impeller must be substituted periodically. The loss of one or more blades affects your engine's temperature. But above all, also check the inside of the pump carefully, since residue could reach the exchanger and create dangerous clogging. Make sure you carry on board plenty of original spare parts, and above all, verify that they are the correct ones, corresponding to the specifications of your engine model. Repositioning the impeller is a job requiring patience. While turning the part to allow the blades to fit in the pump, one must also perfectly align the impeller spin with the rotating axis. The impeller is lodged completely and easily only when it is correctly aligned. Use the special grease provided with the replacement kit by placing some inside the hole, and also by lubricating the blades. Without forgetting the new gasket, replace the pump cover and close tightly. Substituting the impeller is one of the basic operations which give you a better understanding of your engine. Let's take a closer look back in the shop at some of the key steps, easy in theory, but more complex in practice. Extract the impeller, even using force if necessary, by applying a lever with one or two screwdrivers. Identify the position of the axis inside the pump. When you insert the impeller, it must correspond. Place it by pushing and turning to bend the blades into position until the impeller has been completely inserted. Reopen the seawater intake and also refill, if necessary, the sweetwater circuit by using the coolants recommended by your marine engine's maker. Switch on and verify that the pump has no water leaks. Make sure once again that the water is now coming out from the exhaust, telling us that the impeller and water pump are functioning. As with the impeller, always go over all periodic maintenance operations by consulting your service manual. Sail safer by getting to know your engine better.